Adding icons and 3D models in Excel. Let's say you've built a sales report for a specific product, maybe a laptop, and you've formatted the data nicely. It's functional, sure, but adding a visual representation of that product or a few well-placed icons can transform the whole thing from good spreadsheet into something that captures attention. So where do you find these visual tools? If you guessed the insert ribbon, you're absolutely right. Look in the Illustrate group, and you'll spot two options sitting there: icons and 3D models. Let's explore both. Working with icons. Hover over the icons button for a moment, and you'll see a helpful little tooltip. Insert an icon to visually communicate using symbols. That's a good summary. Icons are perfect for adding personality and visual clarity. I find them especially useful when dressing up charts or labeling sections of a report. Click on icons, and Excel opens the icon library. Everything here is free to use, and here's the technical detail that matters. Every single icon is an SVG, a scalable vector graphic. What does that mean for you? It means you can resize these images as much as you want, make them tiny or enormous, and they'll stay perfectly crisp. You can also recolor them without any loss in quality. No pixelation, no blurriness. Let's say your spreadsheet tracks laptop sales. Type laptop into the search bar, browse through the results, select one you like, and click Insert. That's it. Your icon appears on the worksheet. The moment the icon lands, notice what happens at the top of your screen. A new contextual ribbon appears called Graphics Format. This is your control center for customizing the icon. Want a different color? Open the color dropdown and pick something that fits your design, maybe a darker gray to keep things professional. Need to resize it? Hold down the Shift key while dragging a corner handle. Holding Shift maintains the aspect ratio, so your icon won't stretch or distort. Then just drag it wherever it belongs, next to your title, beside a chart, wherever makes sense for your layout. Understanding 3D models. Now let's look at something a bit more impressive. Go back to the Insert ribbon and click the drop-down arrow next to 3D models. You'll see two options. You can insert a 3D model that's already saved on your device, or you can browse Excel's built-in stock library. The stock library is fun to explore. Search for laptop, and you'll get back a collection of detailed, professional-looking 3D images. Select one and click Insert. These files can take a moment to load. They're more complex than flat icons, but once they appear, you can drag and resize them just like any other graphic. Here's where 3D models get interesting. Click on the model, and you'll notice a small handle right in the center of the image. Click and drag that handle, and you can rotate the model through a full 360 degrees. You've probably seen this on shopping websites, spinning a product around to see every angle. Same concept here. If you're showcasing a laptop, you could position it to display the ports on one side, then rotate it later to show the keyboard. It's a useful feature when you want to present a product from multiple perspectives. Customizing 3D models. When a 3D model is selected, Excel displays another contextual ribbon, this one called 3D Model. It gives you several useful controls. If you rotated or adjusted the model and want to start fresh, you can reset it to its original position. If you'd rather skip the manual rotation and just pick a specific angle, there's a gallery of preset views to choose from. Click one, and the model snaps to that orientation instantly. Adding alt text for accessibility. One option you'll find in the 3D Model ribbon, and you'll see this for icons, pictures, and just about anything visual you insert, is alt text. This is worth understanding. Alt text is a short description you attach to an image. For example, if your 3D model shows a laptop called G46, you might add the alt text, G46 laptop. Why bother? Accessibility. Screen reader software, used by people with visual impairments, can read this text aloud when someone navigates over the image. Without alt text, that person has no idea what the graphic represents. It takes only a few seconds to add, and it makes your spreadsheet accessible to everyone. Get in the habit of doing it. It's a small thing that matters a lot.